Hello everyone, you are welcome to another segment of our class where we are going to be taking a look at the concept of matter. Well, matter is not something new to all of us. So as you know earlier, this is an SS1 chemistry course, okay? So which we are going to be taking a look at the continuation of our class, which I believe any one of you out there offering chemistry should find this class an interesting type of class. So, taking a look at matter, we say matter is defined as anything that has mass and can occupy space. Yes. This is an example of matter, typical. If I have space available here on my palm and I put this, it occupies the space. So this makes this very particular substance or body to be a matter. And for a matter to be qualified to be called a matter, it must have a mass, which we say that is the quantity of matter that substance is containing. So for a body to be called matter, it must has a mass, okay? And once a body has mass, it must definitely the same thing has weight. And we say that weight is a force of gravity that is acting on the body. Like for example, if this is what we are using as an example, of course, which is you throw up, it goes down. It has mass, okay? So when you fling it up, it goes down. So due to the presence of that mass, the weight will be there. That is, the force will be acting on that mass, thereby pulling it down. So this is because on the surface of the Earth here, planet, we have what we call as gravitational force. So but when you go out in space, you get to realize that we don't have gravitational force. So what we'll be experiencing there is weightlessness. So when you throw this body, it doesn't come, it keeps going. So that's the difference. So in this case, we have state of matter. The states of matter are majorly three. We have the solid, we have the liquid, and we also have the gas. So not all examples of matter can exist in these three states, but a typical type of matter that can exist in these three states is water, okay, which constitutes 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So water can exist in solid form, in form of ice block, okay, and water can exist in its normal state, in liquid state as normal water, and it can exist in gas in form of water vapor. So all these are the basic state matter can exist. Now I myself, for example, as human being used as an example of matter, I may not exist in these three states, but within my body system there are other forms of matter that can exist in these three states separately. Like for example, if we talk of the bones, we get to realize that the bones are solid in nature, okay, and liquid in the body system. When we refer to urine, blood, and other body fluids, you get to realize that they exist in liquid form, which they occupy some portions of the body internally. So that makes them to be matter also. And then we also have gas, which may be present in the intestine, okay? All this, you can get to realize that are types of matter, examples of matter. So chemistry is very, very important because it deals with the environment, because the environment at large is a typical example of matter itself, and it also contains other forms of matter within it. Is that okay? So that is that. Another concept again, which we are going to be discussing in our next class, is the change of state. We are going to be taking a look at how matter changes from one form to another. What are those physical processes involved in the transformation of matter from one form to another, which by the grace of God we are going to be taking a look at that under change of state. So I hope this helps a lot. Remember, when you come to define matter, never define matter as anything that has weight and can occupy space. Mass and weight are two different things. Are we together? Though they may tend to appear to be the same, but they are truly not the same. Is that okay? Now, we said that, okay, mass is more closely related to matter compared to weight. Is that okay? As I've made mention earlier, you can have, a matter that has mass, but it may not have weight. Like for example, when we go to outer space. So you get to realize that the weight there being zero, that is weightlessness, is not related to that matter at that particular time. Okay? But that mass is still there with the matter. Are we together? Even if you are in the outer space or you are on planet Earth, on the surface where gravitational force is well experienced, there is still mass contained in that matter. So that is why we don't define matter as anything that has weight. Is that okay? So that is that. So try as much as possible to take this correction, because many students are confusing themselves defining matter as anything that has weight and can occupy space. So I hope we are going to take this correction. So catch up with me next time until I come your way with another edition of our class. Stay blessed and bye bye.